What's up, guys? It's Bumpkins. Today is Saturday, August 14th. Saturday means... Wait a minute, why am I doing a comic haul video on a Saturday? Because it's Free Comic Book Day. So, for those who don't know, Free Comic Book Day is a day every year, except last year because it got canceled. But usually it's the first Saturday every May where publishers will release a special comic specifically for Free Comic Book Day. There's a bunch of them to choose from. You can go down to your local comic shop and pick out however many they'll let you pick. They're all free. It's super fun while you're there. You know, you can talk to some awesome people, support your comic shop, buy some other cool stuff that they have. But the comics that are released themselves are usually maybe previews of upcoming stories or maybe reprints of things you might have missed. It could be anything. And there's a wide variety, just like comics are. There's a wide variety to choose from, all kinds, from superhero to horror to kids and all that kind of stuff. There's all kinds of stuff to pick from. It's always a really fun day. So, as always, I went down to Infinity Flux here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. They had such an awesome setup. There was a ton of people there, which is always so cool to see. Everybody chatting and looking at all the cool stuff they have. The line was from the back of the store to the front of the store, and it was really, really fun. I loved seeing so many people in there supporting them. That was really cool. So I got a nice stack of free comic books. Then I picked up a few more things that we will look at as well. But let me go through the free comic books first. So this is Avengers. This actually has a preview of Donny Cates and Ryan Ottley's upcoming Hulk book. I actually haven't read any Immortal Hulk yet, so I don't know if I need to before this. I mean, it's a whole brand new book that's coming, so I'll try to catch up on that before this, but I could not get an Avengers Free Comic Book Day issue. Then we've got Free Comic Book Day Batman. This has a preview of the upcoming Fear State storyline. Also could not pass up a Free Comic Book Day Batman as well. Black and Cal Exit. So Black is a title that is related to the series White that I just picked up. I actually don't know a lot about those, but I hear a lot of good things. They're very critically acclaimed, and then the description for Cal Exit sounded good too. One I'm excited for is Enter the House of Slaughter. So this is sort of like a preview of the new series called House of Slaughter that is a spin-off of Something Is Killing the Children from James Tynion. So that book is going to keep going, but then there's a new title coming later this fall, I think. I think it's this fall, I'm not sure. But House of Slaughter, and it kind of starts here, so that's going to be a really, really good one to check out. So I don't normally read this title, but I like the creative team in one of these stories, Judge Dredd. The first story in this is written by Al Ewing with art by Casper Wingard from Homesick Pilots. I don't think I have a Homesick Pilots back here anymore, but I love his art. I love Al Ewing's writing. Al Ewing is going to be the new writer on Venom, right? Am I getting that mixed up? They switch. Yeah, Venom. But yeah, I mean, I got it just for that. Like I said, I don't normally read Judge Dredd, but those two together was enough to make me want to try this out. So one that I thought that my son might find interesting is R.L. Stine's Just Beyond. This is an all-age title. The green up here means all ages, the blue means regular, and the red means more adult-oriented. But this is a more all-ages book, but still spooky. So he's really into sort of watching some spooky stuff on YouTube right now, so we'll see if this is a good spooky story as well. So one that I'm excited to get, I've already flipped through, and I'm super interested to read more, is Lady Mechanica. So I've never even heard of this character before. Apparently she's been around since 2010. A bunch of different stories. Steampunk. She's a private detective, but she's got like steampunk limbs and I don't really know, but the artwork is fantastic. It looks action-packed. Like I said, I love steampunk stuff, and in researching it online just a little while ago, apparently there's all kinds of stories with this character. So this is what Free Comic Book Day is all about, right? Opening up a whole new world of stories that you didn't know. So I'm really excited for that one. Another one I got for my son, The Last Kids on Earth. This is on Netflix already, I think, but he actually read the graphic novels before they were on Netflix and really enjoyed them. So I wanted to get him another story from this world. So I've done a complete 180 on this title. So Red Room, you guys know after I read number 1, I said I'm out. I don't like it. It's violence for violence sake, and the story wasn't very good. But then I read number 2, and then I read number 3, and that's why you have to give comics more than one issue to really grab a hold of you. So issue 2 was interesting. Issue 3 was interesting. So I got the free comic book day as well. See, there's the reds for more mature ages. So yeah, I fully admit that, after that first one, I didn't give it a fair shake. That's why you've almost always got to give a book more than one issue to get going. So I'm going to try this out. The rest, other than number 1, I thought issues 2 and 3 were pretty good. So we'll see if this one is as well. I had to get free comic book day Spider-Man and Venom. I'm not sure what story is in this. I want to say this was supposed to maybe this was last year's. I'm actually not too sure. Don't quote me on that. But Spider-Man and Venom, Patrick Gleason cover. It doesn't matter what the story is. This is a no-brainer. Then we've got Star Wars: The High Republic, The Edge of Balance. Not sure what this story is either, and actually just sort of hopped off The High Republic from Marvel. It's not that I didn't like it. I just didn't need it every month, so I'll wait until they're collected a little bit. But, we'll try that out. And then Star Wars: The High Republic Adventures. I hopped off that one as well. Again, it wasn't a bad book at all. I just didn't need it every month, trying to save money here and there. So, but we will try this one as well. One of my favorites, Stray Dogs. I don't know if... I haven't even opened this yet. I don't know if this is a reprint or anything from the 5-issue miniseries that just wrapped up not too long ago, but it doesn't matter because it's another book, another Stray Dogs book. If you guys have not read Stray Dogs, please read it. It is so, so good. So I thought I would try Valiant. The Valiant book. It's got Ninjak, Exo Manowar, Shadowman, and Harbinger in this. So I haven't read too many Valiant books over the years, but the ones I did read, I read a lot of Bloodshot actually when the movie came out because I wanted to know more about him. They were pretty good. Not perfect, but I thought they were okay. So, we'll try out a free comic book day version of that. And then Suicide Squad, King Shark. I saw the Suicide Squad whenever it came out. Was it last week, 2 weeks ago? King Shark was great in it, so we'll read some more about him, see what he gets into. And then another book that I haven't read, but I do have the trade and have heard so many good things, We Live, The Last Days. So I know a lot of people love this book. I was super late to it. Was very happy to be able to get the trade of the first 5 issues, I think. So yeah, we're going to try. I'm going to read that and then this, or maybe I'll read this and then that. Who knows? But I wanted to try that out as well. So those are all the free ones that I got. But... it wouldn't be free comic book day without supporting your local comic shop and buying some cool stuff. And you guys know that it's hard for me to buy a good stack of books without buying an omnibus. So this was completely unplanned, completely an impulse buy. I didn't even know they had this. I think they had 2 of them. I don't know if they just got them in or what, but I had to get the Blackest Night 10th anniversary omnibus. It's a big one too, pretty thick. I have read all of the Jeff Johns run on Green Lantern. This run of Green Lantern right here, starting with Rebirth in 2008, is what got me into reading DC Comics on the regular. So, before I had dabbled in Death of Superman and Nightfall and all that stuff from the 90s, but was never really super into it. But Jeff Johns' Green Lantern got me into DC, and now I buy more DC books, I think, than any other... Maybe Image, but I buy more DC than Marvel, I think. And that's not saying one's better than the other. It's just a preference. That relax. But yeah. So I've read this before, but I think digitally. I don't think I have them collected anywhere. So I had to get this omnibus. It was sitting right there. It's like it was meant for me. And then the last actual comic that I picked up is sort of a grail for me, one that I've read the story because I have it in trade that I got, I think, when I was a teenager. So I've read the story, but I've never even seen the original before, and that is Superman versus the Amazing Spider-Man, the actual one, the Treasury-sized, that came out back in the 70s. I believe this was 70s, or maybe I think it was the 70s, or maybe the super early 80s. I don't think there's a year on it. I'm pretty sure it was the 70s. But it was $2 back in the day. So I've always wanted this. Spider-Man's always been my favorite. I'm a big Superman fan too. I've read this story several times, but I've never read it like this. So nice. So to give you an idea, if you don't know what Treasury editions are, these were a big deal back in the 70s. There was a lot of these that were put out, a little bit more expensive than the 25-cent books that were out. But the big difference is you can see that's how big they are in relation to a regular comic. So so excited to get this. So thank you, Infinity Flux, for having it. I've been looking at this every time I go in there for like the last 2 weeks, and today I was like, there's no better day to get this than today. So super excited to have this. But the fun doesn't stop there. So my buddy Andy Duggan, he works there, and he works there, and he's a super talented artist. I will put his Instagram and TikTok handles right down here. He was selling some original artwork, some prints and things like that. So I had to get a couple of his prints because, again, he's such a talented artist. So I got a medieval Batman print that he drew and signed. I thought this was cool. He drew this a while back. It's not like he just drew it today, but I thought it was cool to see this because Tom Taylor just announced his Dark Knights of Steel, which is basically DC characters, but in a sword and sorcery setting. So I thought that was cool that Andy already had pictures of this that he did a while back. So Andy had the idea first. No, it's all fun, but I just thought this was cool because I'm excited for that series, and then this gets me more hyped for that. And then for my son, I got him a print from Tokyo Ghoul. So Andy drew this one as well, signed as well. So again, guys, check him out on Instagram and TikTok. The TikToks are cool because he actually draws these on TikTok, and then, or this one, I think. He drew this one on TikTok. There's a video of him drawing this, and then a bunch of others, Doctor Strange, Carnage, some others, and then turning them into prints. So very, very cool. So Andy, thank you so much for these. These are great. So my son was there with me, and we were just having a super good time, and it's a fun day. I felt like spoiling him, so I got him the 10-inch Kong Funko Pop. So we need he's a big Godzilla fan, which they didn't have the 10-inch Godzilla. There is one that goes with this, but he loves Kong as well. So I figured let's go ahead and get this for him, and then we'll get to Godzilla at some point. So he was super excited to get that. Something that I don't have here is we also got a pack of brand new Pokemon Evolving Skies. It was a pre-sale starter pack that were just released today. I don't have them here for this video, but there is a 3-part TikTok that we filmed earlier. So if you go to my TikTok, if you're interested in those, you can see those as well. And then last but not least, one other cool thing is the Dark Knight's Death Metal soundtrack on vinyl. So I think there was only like 2,000 of these made, and there's only like 2 or maybe 3,000 comic shops in the country, which means that every comic shop, you know, or on average, gets maybe 1 or only 2. So Infinity Flux, what they did was, a while back, they said, if you're interested, let us know. We'll put your name in a hat. So I said, hey, I think that's pretty cool. And I was lucky enough to be picked to, but now I still bought it. I mean, but it was basically, you know, I won the opportunity to purchase it, which I was very happy to do. So this is a double record. I'm holding this sideways. This is a double record set. I think the albums are red. There is also a poster and a limited edition trading card in here. Yeah, so I think you can listen to the music on Spotify. This may be on Spotify, but that's not as cool as having this right here. So, again, thank you, Infinity Flux, for that as well. I was very happy to get this. I showed one of my buddies who was a big vinyl fan, and he thought it was super cool too. So, so yeah, that was really fun. So I'm double checking because it was a big day. We actually made 2 trips, and I think that is it. So guys, I appreciate you watching. If you like this video or any of the videos on my channel, consider hitting the subscribe button. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give it a sarcastic thumbs up. And if nothing else, leave me a comment below and let me know how you celebrated Free Comic Book Day. What free comics did you pick up? Did you get anything else from your shop while you were there? It's just hard not to get more stuff on Free Comic Book Day because you know it's so fun and you want to support the great folks who work so hard to put all this together for you. That's certainly how I felt anyway. So, guys, just remember, comic books are supposed to be fun. They are just another fun form of storytelling. Like what you like and let everybody else like what they like as well. Again, Infinity Flux, thank you for all the cool stuff, for doing such a great job, putting it all together, making it such a fun day for everyone who was there. Guys, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.